Hello lovely ones and welcome to the Salt YouTube channel. My name is Ray. Grab yourself a little bevy. Proverbs 31 is a passage about the noble woman. So, okay, this is directed to women, but men, you could, I guess, like, interpret this for your own journey as well. Proverbs 31, it's about the ideal woman. It's like, I feel like it's kind of like the Proverbs woman is like a star that you look up to. You'll never arrive to the perfection of it, but it's something to aim towards. And it's basically, the Proverbs 31 passage is something that we can read in every season of our life. For me, the way I've read this in my life, it's like becoming more and more the person that you could be, like just bettering and bettering yourself. And especially in the context of becoming a wife or a husband, there are things, oh my gosh, there are things that you could be doing in this season, seeds that you could be sowing in this season, which will reap harvest when you are married. Now, some people might hear me say that and be like, Ray, I'm 50 now. I have been waiting my entire life. And I completely hear that. So do you know what? Take everything I'm saying in this video, pray about it, test it, and just work out what you want to take from it and work out what you don't want to take from it. Yeah, let me read this passage. It's really long and then let's chat about it a little bit. A wife of noble character, who can find? This was actually King Solomon's mum who wrote this. She is worth far more than rubies. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. She selects wool and flax and works with her eager hands. She is like merchant ships bringing her food from afar. She gets up while it's still night. I'm not sure about that. She provides food for her family and portions for her female servants. She considers the field and buys it. Out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. She sets out her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her tasks. She sees that her trading is profitable and her lamp does not go out at night. In her hand, she holds a distaff and grasps the spindle with her fingers. She opens her arms to the poor and extends her hands to the needy. When it snows, she has no fear for her household, for all of them are clothed in scarlet. She makes coverings for her bed. She is clothed in fine linen and purple. Her husband is respected at the city gate, where he takes a seat among elders of the land. She makes linen garments. Are you still with me, guys? And sells them and supplies the merchants with sashes. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. She speaks with wisdom and faithful instruction is on her tongue. She watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children arise and call her blessed. Her husband also praises her. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive, beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Honor her for all her hands have done and let her works bring her praise at the city gate. So this woman, wow, she is an incredible woman. And like I say, this passage it's something to look up to. Like I said, it's like a star in the sky that we can kind of see and aim towards, but you know, there's no pressure of being the perfect woman is what I'm trying to say. But this is inspiring. And just a few things I want to take out of here, because this woman is obviously, you know, she's a wife and she's a mother, but you know, there would have been a lot of training to get to this place. And I think when you're single, like, wow, isn't that the time? And like, you know, when you're married, obviously you'll still be learning, obviously, and becoming more and more and more the woman that you know want to be. But look at some of these things. So she is a businesswoman, so she's an entrepreneur. She starts her own businesses. She actually makes her own clothes. She makes her family's clothes. She's a little fashionista. She even makes her own bed linen. I mean, like, wow. So she's learned how to do that. She is like a merchant ship bringing food from afar. I love this because this is something I'm really trying to be intentional with in my life at the moment, is finding businesses that are ethical and good and yeah, just good businesses. And I want to order food and stock and things in the house from those kinds of businesses. So I love that. That really jumps out at me at the moment. moment. She sets her work vigorously, so she's really motivated as well. She opens her arms to the poor, so she's charitable. She is involved in social action. She looks after people. She looks after the community. And also the last part, she's clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future, is another translation. And she speaks of wisdom. Faithful instruction is on her tongue. All of these things takes a lot of time to cultivate, I think, you know. So what is there, are there anything in that jumps out at you that you could really like cultivate in your life at the moment, that you would love to really be strong in when you do meet your person? And as a man, obviously this can apply to you as well. What can you be doing? You know, one thing is learning to cook, like for men and women, of course. When I met my husband Fitz, I was really intimidated because he was such a better cook than me, which I was like, I don't know how to handle this. He was such a good cook. And when he was single, he was living with friends. Like in that time, he was living in London, and he learned how to cook. And he is such a good cook. And I am so grateful that he can cook because on the days that I don't fancy cooking, he will cook an absolute delish meal. So I really appreciate that. That is just one thing. Learning how to clean a house, like that is a thing. I know this sounds so boring, but like all of these kind of skills. Running a house, do you remember in the olden days where they would actually have housekeepers? I'm like, yeah, having a house used to be like a full-time job for people, and it still will be a full-time job for people out there. Keeping a house, there's a lot of skill that you need to be able to do that. And yeah, are there any business ventures that you feel like are brewing in your heart that you really want to go after? So many things. There's just actually like so much in here that could inspire us into things that we really want to cultivate. And especially I love the emphasis on just the inner world, in our hearts as well, our minds, our mental health. You know, she's clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future. All of these things, like really working on our emotional health and our emotional life, you know. I am really encouraged with that passage, and I think it's something I want to steward, this passage, for the rest of my life. I'm always dipping in and out of Proverbs 31 because it's just pure wisdom. I pray that it blesses you, and I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.